This video will be short and quick, and pretty much all it is that 10 bans are coming to normal play in League of Legends for us casual players, and by that I also mean the ranked players as well. But right now, for those that don't know, it's really kind of only in professional play. People have been asking for it for a while to come to, normal play for the rest of us. They mentioned that they couldn't do that until they retired the legacy client. They finally have for the most part, so now they can add things like 10 bans to the new client, and we can get it for us, the regular players, everybody else, the non-professional players. Now, really quick, for those that don't know, in pro play the way it works is that it'll go back and forth for the first 6 bans between the 2 teams. Then it'll go back and forth between the 2 teams, picking the first 3 champions for each side. Then you'll get your second ban phase for your final 2 bans. In case you can see what the enemy comp is trying to form, you can try and shut that down. And then you pick your final 2 champions, and that's it. For us, in the regular play, what's going to happen is that we're all going to ban the 10 champions in the first 35 seconds. Ban phase, instead of being back and forth and being about, possibly 3 minutes long, because it's 30 seconds each, it's just going to be 35 seconds, just flat out. Everybody's going to ban 10 champions. Champions can be duplicated across teams, because you won't be able to see what the other team is banning, and that's fine. Riot is doing this because they realize there's been player frustration about how long it takes to get into a game sometimes, especially with things like last minute dodging, and just how long it can be. It can be like 5 minutes at least sometimes, and sometimes you just want to quickly get into a game. Well, this is going to try and help that. You're going to ban those champions the first 35 seconds, then you'll get into the regular draft mode, which, especially if you know what you want to pick already, shouldn't actually take the full 30 seconds per pick anyway. But now they've shaved off a bunch of time on the beginning. Now, one of the things I will talk about is there are some fear by some people about what about champions that they one trick that are about to get permaban, Yasuo, Darius, things like that. Ghostcrawler did mention that as long as those champions aren't out of control, you don't have to worry about those champions getting nerfed, even if they're getting perma-banned. So if a Yasuo or something is just getting banned all the time, but he's sitting at a 50% win rate, well then they're not going to go nerf him just because he's perma-banned, though they will seek a solution to allow him to be able to be played without having to be on the perma-ban list, in the form of trying to figure out what players are, frustrated with him about why they're banning him. For me personally, I just don't like win wall. I don't like that Yasuo can hit win wall super late and still negate a bunch of damage, and that can literally turn a team fight around. And that's probably why I would permaban him if I was permabanning him. For an example, just to give Riot, if they ever watch this video, or just you watching this video as well, that would be my thing. So if you do one trick, I would say jack of all trade players are probably in a good spot, because they won't really have to worry about that. And I know some people I try and give this advice to, and they don't like the idea. They feel like they've played thousands of normals. They don't need to play normals again. And here's the thing. The game changes every time a new patch comes out, and there's a major shift, a new meta, a new class update. There's always time to play normals for the sake of practicing, is what I'm saying. So maybe it does mean you have to hit the normals a bit more, practice some new champions if you don't want to take them into rank for the first time, until they can figure things about that for those one trick type of champions, of course. And when I say practice in normals, I don't mean intentionally feed or anything like that, but maybe your goal isn't necessarily always to win. Like, for example, I've played some champions where I'm not trying to lose, but I'm trying to have a great laning phase. I'm trying to hit a bunch of CS against live opponents or something like that. So maybe that's what you do if you're one tricking somebody and you're finding out they're going to get banned a lot in this scenario. A possible solution, you take a new champion into normals and just practice things like that, so you kind of generally know how to play the game already. So normals ain't about learning the game or winning anymore. Sometimes it's just about practicing like that. So maybe that can be a solution if your champion is someone that gets permaban that you one trick, or it's your best champion. Like maybe you don't one trick, but you play Darius at a platinum level, and let's say you play Renekton at a silver level. Those are some ideas. But feel free to comment in the comment section down below about what do you think about 10 bans finally coming, the format they're doing it, maybe some advice for people that are one tricking that are now finding themselves in a situation where their champion might get banned more often, if not permanently, and just things in general like that. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe in general. And that's all for this video. I don't know which video will be next, because life will be quite a mess. So until next time, take care. From the Fire Godai FS, thank you for watching.